Welcome to Chapter 1 of Digital Communication, Probability Theory and Random Processes. Module 3 covers random variables, cumulative distribution function, probability mass function, and probability density function. First, random variables. The numerical value assigned for each outcome of an experiment is random variable. The random variable may be discrete or continuous. A random variable that can assume any value over a continuous set is called continuous random variable. If random variables can take only a sequence of distinct numbers, that is a finite set, then the random variable is discrete. The probability of a random variable is writing Px of x. This capital X indicates that it is related to the random variable, and small x is the value we are assigning for the random variable. That is probability of capital X is equal to small x. I'll show an example here. Two dice are thrown. So the outcomes are like this. Maybe the first outcome is 1, second outcome is 1, then first outcome 1, second outcome 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, etc. 6, 6. Total number of outcomes are 36. The random variable is defined here like this. The sum of the points appearing on the two dice is a random variable x. So whatever be the outcome we are getting, take the sum. That sum is a random variable. So find the values taken by x and the corresponding probabilities. I'll show what are the outcomes. Total 36 outcomes are written here. And the possible sums are 2, 3, 4, etc. 12. Only once we will get a sum 2. That combination is 1 and 1. That is the first outcome is 1, second outcome is also 1. The sum will be 2. Only once we will get that outcome. So the probability of that particular random variable is equal to 1 by 36. 2 times we will get a sum 3. That is first outcome 1, second outcome 2, or first outcome 2, second outcome 1. So both cases, sum will be 3, probability 2 by 36. Similarly, for all these cases, sum is equal to 4, and there are 3 cases, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. So the probability 3 by 36. Total number of outcomes are 36. Out of 36, 3 times we will get a sum 4. Similarly, for getting sum 5, there are 4 cases. For getting sum 6, there are 5 cases. For getting 7, there are 6 cases. For getting sum 8, there are 5 cases. Getting sum 9, 4 cases. 10, 3 cases. 11, 2 cases. And only once we will get a sum 12. That is, first outcome is 6, second outcome is also 6. 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. So there is only one case, so probability is equal to 1 by 36. And addition of all these probability is always 1. Because total probability is always 1. Here we can study cumulative distribution function. It is writing CDF and represented like this: capital F, capital X, bracket small x, fx of x. This is the way cumulative distribution function is represented. Fx of x is a probability of the random variables from minus infinity to small x. that is written here, probability of x less than or is equal to x. That is when I'm saying Pfx of 2, that is probability of the random variables from minus infinity to 2. Now all these probabilities should be accumulated. That is, it is a cumulative distribution function. That accumulation may be summation or integration, depends upon the random variable is discrete or continuous. For a discrete random variable, it will be summation. For a continuous random variable, the accumulation will be integration. Properties of cumulative distribution function. Fx of x is always greater than or equal to 0 because this is an accumulation of probability. So you never get a negative number. Fx of infinity is equal to 1. Meaning of fx of infinity is probability of x less than or is equal to infinity. So less than or is equal to infinity means the complete sample space will come. So the probability is always 1. Fx of minus infinity, that is probability of x less than or is equal to minus infinity. There is no random variable, answer will be 0. Fourth property, fx of x1 less than or is equal to fx of x2. This is correct for x1 less than x2. The reason is when you are accumulating from left to right, left hand side is always less than or is equal to right hand side. Cumulative distribution function is a non-decreasing function. That is the meaning of this property. CDF is a non-decreasing function because accumulation of non-negative numbers. So the function will never decrease. I am showing an example. It's a discrete random variable example. Random variables are -1, 0, 1 and 2 with corresponding probability 0.3, 0.1, 0.2 and 0.4. Calculating cumulative distribution function. So first I have just written here fx of x is equal to 0 when x less than -1 because our random variable is starting from -1. So if any number I am writing here less than -1. Example, fx of -2. Fx of -2 is accumulation of probabilities of the random variables from minus infinity to -2. Minus infinity to -2, there is no random variable, so probability will be 0. That is why any number less than -1, fx of x is always 0. Next, fx of -1. Fx of -1 is accumulation of probabilities of the random variables from minus infinity to -1. So -1 is a random variable with probability 0.3. So that is written here 0.3. Next, fx of 0. Fx of 0, accumulation of probabilities of the random variables from minus infinity to 0. From minus infinity to 0, there are two random variables, -1 and 0. Accumulation of these two random variables probabilities, that is 0.3 plus 0.1, that is 0.4. Next, fx of 1, accumulation of probabilities of the random variables from minus infinity to 1. Minus infinity to 1, there are three random variables, -1, 0 and 1 with the probabilities 0.3, 0.1 and 0.2. So accumulation of these probabilities 0.3 plus 0.1 plus 0.2, that is 0.6. That is why fx of 1 is equal to 0.6. Next, fx of 2. Fx of 2, accumulation of probabilities of the random variables from minus infinity to 2. Minus infinity to 2, all random variables are included. So once we are including all the random variables, total probability is always 1. So fx of 2 is equal to 1. Now, taking any number greater than 2, answer is always 1. Example, fx of 5. Fx of 5 is accumulation of probabilities of the random variables from minus infinity to 5. Minus infinity to 5, in that range, all random variables will come. So the total probability is always 1. That is why any number greater than highest random variable, answer is always 1. Any number less than lowest random variable, answer is always 0. Between lowest and highest random variables, the probability should be accumulated. And this graph showing random variable versus cumulative distribution function. So it's a non-decreasing function starting from 0. Finally, it is reaching 1. Once it reaches 1, okay, it remains same up to plus infinity. Here we are studying probability mass function PMF. Probability mass function of a random variable is defined like this: Px of xi. That is just the probability of the random variable. And the probability mass function is used only for discrete random variable. That's why I just written here xi. So maybe the random variables are x1, x2, x3, etc., etc. So this PMF is used only for a discrete random variable. Later we'll study for a continuous random variable. There is another definition, probability density function. Properties: Px of xi is always greater than or equal to 0 because probability of any random variable is a non-negative number. It is always greater than or equal to 0. Sigma Px of xi is equal to 1. Sum of all the random variables probability is always 1. And fx of xi is accumulation of probabilities of the random variables from minus infinity to xi. So same answer is written here: summation probabilities of the random variables from minus infinity to xi. So this is a relationship between CDF and PMF. Cumulative distribution function is the accumulation of probability mass function. Cumulative distribution function is accumulation. Here summation, because it is a discrete random variable. Summation of probability mass function. The previous example is written here again. Random variables are -1, 0, 1 and 2 with corresponding probabilities 0.3, 0.1, 0.2 and 0.4. Probability mass functions are written Px of -1, that is, what is the probability of -1? That is 0.3. Px of 0, probability of 0, that is 0.1. Px of 1, probability of 1, that is 0.2. Px of 2, probability of 2, that is 0.4. Next, cumulative distribution function is also written here, fx of 0. Fx of 0 is a accumulation. I'm just showing an example. What is a relationship between CDF and PMF? Fx of 0 is the accumulation of probabilities of the random variables from minus infinity to 0. Minus infinity to 0, there are two random variables, -1 and 0. That is what's written here, Px of -1 plus Px of 0. That is 0.3 plus 0.1 is equal to 0.4. Similarly, fx of 2, accumulation of all the probability mass functions up to 2. Px of -1 plus Px of 0 plus Px of 1 plus Px of 2, that is equal to 1. Fx of 5, that is accumulation of all the random variables up to 1, up to 5, and complete random variables will come, so total probability is equal to 1. This graph shows random variable versus probability mass function. So random variables are -1, 0, 1 and 2. Against each random variable, the corresponding probabilities are written here. So it's just a vertical lines will come. There's no accumulation. This is random variable versus probability mass function. It is valid only for discrete random variable. Next one, probability density function. Probability density function is used for a continuous random variable. Previously we studied probability density function, probability mass function we studied. Probability mass function is a probability of a discrete random variable. But for a continuous random variable, we are not able to define the probability of each random variable. So that is why here probability of the random variable is not written here as probability density function. PDF of a random variable x is defined like this. Fx of x is d by dx of cumulative distribution function, d by dx of fx of x. That is, derivative of cumulative distribution function is known as probability density function. For a discrete random variable, probability mass function is the probability of the random variable. Because for a discrete random variable, probability can be defined for each random variable. But for each random variable in a continuous random variable, probability will be 0. It is actually undefined. Properties of PDF. fx of x is always greater than or equal to 0. Probability density function is a non-negative number. Integral minus infinity to plus infinity fx of x dx is 1. Total probability is always 1. So these two are known as fundamental properties of PDF. That is, PDF is always a non-negative number. And the total area of probability density function curve, or when you are representing that PDF, total area is always 1, or the total probability is always 1. Cumulative distribution function fx of x is accumulation of probabilities of the random variables from minus infinity to x. Here integral sign is used because it is continuous random variable. Minus infinity to x, probability density function dx. Cumulative distribution function is the accumulation of PDF. Previously we used the sigma sign for a discrete random variable, and now for a continuous random variable, integral sign. So from this, again the definition we are able to write, CDF is integration of PDF. So PDF is derivative of cumulative distribution function. Next, for a given range, probability can be written, probability of A less than X less than B. This range can be written like this also, probability of A less than or equal to X less than B with equal sign or without equal sign. For a continuous random variable, there is no difference. Again, this can be written as probability of A less than X less than or is equal to B, or probability of A less than or is equal to X less than or is equal to B. So there is no difference with equal or without equal sign for a continuous random variable, but there is difference with equal and without equal sign for a discrete random variable. From A to B, that is why integral A to B probability density function dx, integral A to B fx of x dx. And this also can be written like this, integral minus infinity to b fx of x dx minus infinity to a fx of x dx. That is same as fx of b minus fx of a. So for a given range, probability can be written in terms of PDF or CDF. Here it is written PDF, and here the answer is written in terms of cumulative distribution function. When it is fx of b, that is from minus infinity to b, and here fx of a minus infinity to a. So when you are subtracting fx of a from fx of b, we will get the accumulation of probabilities of the random variables from a to b. That is the required answer here, probability of a less than x less than b. Another example I am showing here, that is for a continuous random variable. A random variable is uniformly distributed over 1, 5. Once the range is given like this, it is always continuous random variable. And find and plot probability density function and CDF. Probability density function for a uniformly distributed random variable is writing like this, 1 upon the range of random variable, that is 1 upon 5 minus 1. If the random variables are varying from A to B uniformly, then PDF is equal to 1 upon B minus A. Here the random variables are varying from 1 to 5. So PDF is equal to 1 upon 5 minus 1, that is 1 by 4 from 1 to 5, and is equal to 0 elsewhere. The probability density function is defined. From PDF, we are able to calculate CDF. CDF fx of x is equal to 0. Like the previous example, any random variable less than lowest random variable, answer is always 0. So here the random variables are varying from 1 to 5. So any x value we are taking less than 1, fx of x is always 0, because the random variables are only from 1. Next, we want to calculate 1 to 5. For that one, integral 1 to x, because x is varying from 1 to 5. X is a variable, fx of x dx. And then substitution of probability density function, integral 1 to x, PDF is 1 by 4, integral 1 to x 1 by 4 dx. So that is equal to 1 by 4 outside, x from 1 to x, that is x minus 1 upon 4. So this is the answer from 1 to 5. And fx of x is always 1 when x greater than highest random variable. And highest random variable is 5. Greater than 5, answer is always 1. This answer can be verified using this method. Substitute the lowest random variable, you should get the answer 0. And substitute the highest random variable, your answer should become 1. Using this method, your answer always can be verified. Substituting the lowest random variable 1, 1 minus 1 divided by 4, so answer is 0. Substituting the highest random variable 5 minus 1 divided by 4 is equal to 1. So using this method, the cumulative distribution function answer can be verified. And both plots I am showing here. First plot is probability density function, x versus small f of x. It is uniformly distributed. Due to that reason, we will get a constant value from 1 to 5. That constant value is equal to 1 by 4. And when you are calculating the area of the rectangular pulse, it is always 1. That is a fundamental property of PDF. Second, random variable versus cumulative distribution function. It's a non-decreasing function. Less than 1, answer is always 0. Greater than 5, answer is always 1. Between 1 and 5, this x minus 1 upon 4, that is represented. It's a straight line. So that straight line is from 1 to 5. Thank you.